You set off? Better ask now. You'll probably have to hit the ground running when you get to Nodcry. All right. Over to you, Dvalin!
The Knight of Boreas awaits below.
Alright! Hey, wait! How are we getting down?
Hold the line! The enemy's on the brink of collapse!
Grandmaster! It's...
Haha! Reinforcements! It's about time!
And Paimon too!
We're just about hanging in there. Most of their grunts are taken care of now. Fight or flight? What will it be, mightiest Knight of Boreas?
As expected, this hastily summoned one, but they have served their purpose. Farewell, heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
Guess they're retreating for now.
So that Wolf of the North lookalike, that was Andrias? Ugh.
There's no point chasing after him. We've crossed blades already, and it ended in a stalemate. True. We're still not certain of his true identity, but whether he's a god corrupted by the Abyss or a legendary knight, killing him might be just about possible. The difficult part is, we can't kill him right now.
Huh?
No. But, compared to Rerir, our current foe clearly has a better understanding of how to exploit Nodcry to his advantage. Exactly. I managed to cut off a sample from our foe, which we still have some big challenges ahead before...
The meeting's probably gonna be in the biggest tent, right? Looks like a bunch of people are there already. Why don't we go chat with them?
Hey, good to see. She went to see Lauma and Columbina at the.
That means the recent wild hunt attacks have nothing to do with...
They're keeping a close watch. Oh yeah, Lauma. Huh? You know something?
Everyone hold hands!
Short distance propulsion module on cooldown, switching to chat mode. Varka placed a sizable order. Secondly, I am also here to
Huh? Flens! Paimon thought the Lightkeeper's rep would be Iplua or Nikita.
You're quite right. However, Iplua and Nikita are both busy organizing the Ratniki's region-wide response to the recent attacks. And since I'm well acquainted with everyone else here, I was... Sometimes you don't get a choice when there might be consequences down the...
Hey, Honorary Knight. Albedo and Durin are just wrapping up their analysis. You want to... Great! What? And that's where things stand. The Wild Hunt is no longer under the Reikir of Solnar. Intel from the Frostmoon Scions and the Curatorium of Secrets corroborates this.
Summarizing current situation. To confirm, the present leader of the Wild Hunt is the creature resembling a wolf.
More precisely, it's the external will that has seized control of Andrias' spirit. Namely Roland, the blood...
Whoa, 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 whoa. How'd he suddenly get wrapped up with a god from 1,000 years in the past?
Allow us to explain that part. Are you familiar with compensation mechanisms? For example, when one kidney is damaged, the other will be strengthened to compensate. Similarly, when the Wild Hunt lost their leader, The Abyss harnessed the memories that flow throughout the ley lines to that new leader is a mirror image of Roland, the blood.
Right. No matter how strong the compensation is, the Roland replica can't possibly imitate Barrier's overwhelming power. So, the Abyss made use of the connection between Roland and Boreas to
The replica corrupted and took control of Andreas as he slumbered by the bank of Eimsvartnir. However, exactly why the Abyss chose Roland to mimic?
I guess he must have gotten caught up with the Abyss or Nodcry somehow during his wanderings through Teyvat.
Okay, Paimon gets all that, but
We can't kill him right now because a dead god may prove more dangerous than a living one. From intelligence gathered during the expedition, we have reason to believe that the power released when a god is felled can... Worse still, the wrath that remains after a god's passing becomes a source of endless turmoil. Once god remains contaminate the land, this land has already been ravaged by the Wild Hunt. If we add god remains to the mix...
Query. While I can indeed find records of disasters caused by god remains in my database, in that land, the passing of the Pyro Archon's flame is a common occurrence throughout history. And
Great question. Glad you asked. Honorary Knight? Come forth, Boreas!
This form has come to the end of its time. My soul will fall into silence, and my power will flow into... Do not grieve for me. A final wish.
You saw it too. You must have keen powers of perception. Not that it surprises me. That was Boreas' final thoughts before merging with the ley lines. In his final moments, he made a choice to give everything he was to the ley lines.
sounds like Andreas spent thousands of years searching for his place in the world, too.
Yes. And now our task is to return the answer he found. That only then can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss, and make that decision once more.
I see. I would say that planting thoughts inside the mind of a god sounds a little far-fetched.
Wait, we...
Ha ha ha. If only we need to find a way to make the thought with...
For now, Boreas needs all his remaining strength to fight against the abyssal corruption to Mondstadt's ley line. However, since his form was unstable during his journey with the first Knight of Boreas, if we can collect those fragments...
So we need to retrace his steps and look for random
You don't need to worry about that. Most of them are already inside this sword.
Huh?
I mean, it's an expedition, not a stroll in the park. Not just the Wild Hunt in the Abyss.
Sounds like this plan was a long time in the making.
As a matter of fact, I did. I caught a glimpse of fate's reflection. Still, all I foresaw was that an abyssal calamity was brewing in the north. Instead, we've had to make best guesses, prepare for... Sure is. Just one crucial step remains. According to what Boreas told me before we left Mondstadt, but of course, we'd been tied up fighting battles since the day we set foot in Nodcry.
Okay.
I managed to gather one fragment before Roland reappeared. Well, as for the third fragment, we've identified the final snag is that since our foe is a replica of Roland,
With our foe being from Mondstadt,
And since the Wild Hunt is involved.
The Clink Clink Krumkake craft shop will also help.
So what do they need me here for? Wait, I think maybe I signed a contract at some...
ah, great. New
So, you'll be darting back and forth across the battlefield.
Rating for Yehoda up.
I'll deal with the second Wolf Spirit fragment. Which, Traveler? Could you join me in retrieving Fragment 2? I have a feeling that your unique constitution might come in handy. All right, time is of the essence. Let's move out, people.
Remnant fragments of an ancient god. Then again...
Speaking of contingency plans, perhaps...
Didn't you say Fragment 2 was supposed to be right here? Where the heck is it?
Seems like we've run into a slight hindrance. Can I leave this to you, Honorary Knight? Traveler, Paimon, when this is all over, I'm gonna invite you around for a drink of...
Whoa, whoa! Stop thinking about Mondstadt's wine and get your head in the game! You can't be daydreaming about alcohol before a battle!
Huh? Well, all right, just trying to lift our spirits a little. You want to see some photos I took of me and the knights before the expedition, maybe?
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Can't we please just focus on finding the wolf spirit fragment? We're looking for?
I once got Boreas to explain to me how he stores his soul inside objects. All I need to do is just like back at the camp, but this time, you'd best step back a bit.
So, you're saying you don't know how to love people, and you don't understand human love either. Sorry, I just think... I have a funny feeling that by the time this journey ends...
No, you're wrong. There is no redemption at the end of this path. Even if I am stained black with blood, my conscience will remain as white as snow. If pledging allegiance to the Abyss is the only way to sever the injustice of fate, then I shall serve in its name.
Oh, sure enough, this place has been corrupted by Roland's will. Whew. I'm fine. I was prepared for this. We got here just in time. The fragment hasn't been fully corrupted yet. Assuming we can undo the damage, purifying the abyssal corruption would... Could you try reversing the corruption? Firstly, to test whether it's possible. And secondly, to... Let me think. How is it explained? Actually, neither do I.
best bard would come up with when he can't...
I thought it might mean something to you. Traveler, when you were in Natland, you went fishing for ancient names, correct? If I'm not mistaken...
Okay, but back...
this wolf spirit frag...
Thoughts and emotions are like interwoven threads. Thought is the anchor for a being's existence.
Also, we barely know any...
Well, maybe you could try this.
What is it? It looks old and...
It's an unsent letter, written by the wolf pup Rostam, Knight of Boreas, from 500 years ago. After Rostam lost his life in the Abyssal Calamity, but trying to track Roland down was like chasing a shadow. He never did find him. And so this letter has been sitting at the Knights of Favonius headquarters ever...
Quite the... Hey! What?
What can I say? But anyway, don't they say that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts? Can't hurt to give it a try, surely. Whoa.
You really are making this up as you go along!
So the assimilation of souls really can be reversed, just like he said.
If what you say is the monsters I've slain, the justice I have sought to uphold, a great and ancient kingdom was wrongfully cursed. The code of chivalry taught, if Abyss be thy name, I pledge to you.
And that is where the blood-stained knight's tale came to an end. With that, he bade his humanity farewell. I dare say you must find it quite ironic.
That I... Dainsleif? No. Bore a striking resemblance, but that wasn't him. While we gazed into the past, he was gazing right back at us. Could it be? So that's what happened. After leaving Mondstadt and wandering the land, Roland ventured underground and saw a revelation from the Visionary. Once he had learned of Conria's fate, he saw the gods' judgment as the greatest injustice, giving them his knowledge, his...
Uh-oh!
I'm inclined to agree. If our enemy could see the future, but even without the Visionary's input, every minion of the Wild Hunt serves as Roland's eyes and ears. We need to... And on that note, I have a plan. Well... that about covers it. No plan is free of risks. If I fail, Anselm and Albedo can take the reins.
Oh, there has to be another way!
If only there were. But I don't think our enemy will give us enough time to find one.
Hey! Are you guys done here yet?
Ah, Yehoda! Yes, we've successfully retrieved the Wolf Spirit fragment here.
Nope. It's a total disaster!
Come on, we're out of time. You'll just have to trust me on this. What can I say?